My name is Jake McKnight. I'm from Salem, Oregon. I represent Team Chaos. I thank my coaches Tony, Denver, and Chris. I like this sport because I just love to fight.
My name's Chris Reed. I just moved here from Michigan about 8 months ago to train with Straight Blast in Portland. I've been wrestling since I was about 8 years old. About 2 years ago, one of my buddies from high school wrestling got me into mixed martial arts, and been loving it ever since.
But we are going to have to move on to 165 pounds. Jake McKnight, a teammate of Mr. D. Herrera from Team Chaos. He will take on Chris Reed of Straight Blast Gym International, teammate of the gentleman we just watched fight.
That's right. Those Team Chaos guys usually come out strong, so this should be another exciting fight. Those Chaos guys train hard down there. They got some good coaches.
They do. This Jake McKnight, I knew him back when we were young kids, actually. About 11 years old, we belonged to the same wrestling club. We were coached by a man named Roy Pittman. All of a sudden, he breaks into the fight scene. He's 2-0. He stopped both opponents in the first round. This, for sure, will be his biggest challenge thus far.
Standing to my left in the blue corner, a mixed martial artist coming to us tonight with a record of 3 wins with 0 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 161 pounds, trained by Tony in Denver, and representing Team Chaos, fighting out of Willamina, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome please, Jake McKnight. And his opponent, standing to my right in the red corner. He also is a mixed martial artist who is making his mixed martial arts debut. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 165 pounds, trained by Matt Thornton, and representing Straight Blast Gym, fighting out of Vancouver, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome please, Chris Reed.
Fighting out of my hometown, Vancouver, Washington, taking on an old teammate of yours, Jake McKnight. If he's trained by Roy Pittman down at Peninsula, he's going to be a tough cookie.
Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know this Chris Reed, and I've already got a lot of faith in him just based on the team he comes from. Jake McKnight will not waste any time getting this fight started. He'll come across this ring with a lot of energy and get this right underway. So we could have a pretty good fight on our hands here. Chris Reed rushing in for the takedown. Jake McKnight, pretty good wrestler. Gonna be hard to get off his feet. Chris Reed's awfully deep. He's got him up and he's got him down.
That's surprising, getting the takedown right off the bat by Chris Reed.
Right off the bat. I bet you Chris Reed's got some pretty good jiu-jitsu skills coming from that camp. Jake McKnight looking to work a little butterfly guard there. Got his back up against the cage. That can work for you or work against you. Jake McKnight wants to make sure to get his head high, start working his elevation up the fence, not working back down towards the mat.
Dave Hagan calling for action already.
Yeah, Dave Hagan, our referee, does not mess around. He wants to see some fight finishing techniques, as he puts it, either some good strikes, an improvement of position, or ultimately even a submission hold. Oh, Jake McKnight starts to work in.
McKnight back up to his feet. Oh, Chris Reed loses his balance.
Oh, huge body shot thrown right to the kidney by McKnight. McKnight's got that underhook. You know, even if you're a good wrestler, you're trained to sprawl. McKnight's got the fence there. He can't sprawl. He doesn't have a choice but to stand upright with Reed underneath him. It's not a good position. Couple more solid body shots there by McKnight. Probably not going to hurt Reed too much, but get him thinking about it. Another takedown by Reed.
This is surprising me so far. I thought McKnight would be the aggressor with the takedowns. Reed coming from Straight Blast is mainly a jiu-jitsu school.
McKnight starting to work a bit of a crucifix type reversal here. Pulling Reed's arm over his head. Reed appears to be pretty darn flexible. It doesn't look like he's going to go for this. Reed's first time here in the FCFF Slammer. This is McKnight's second. And this fight has already surpassed the total time of both of McKnight's previous fights.
Oh, and Reed take McKnight's back here. We'll see if he can capitalize on this. He's sinking the choke.
You do not want to give your back up to a gentleman like Chris Reed. I am judging Chris Reed purely on his camp and the fact that he's trained by Matt Thornton. And I think I stereotyped him pretty correctly. He was able to get the rear naked choke. Just gave Jake McKnight the first loss of his young career.
And McKnight looked like he panicked a little bit of a premature tap there. That happens sometimes in these amateur fights.
2 seconds of the first round. Out of the red corner, Chris Reed.
Fight there on a rear naked choke defense. My motto is go to sleep like a man.
I hear you. Yeah, those rear naked chokes are awful dangerous. They're hard to get out of.
Now, Chris, I don't know if you knew much about Jake, but he's a pretty well-known wrestler on this circuit, and you just went out and wrestled him and did very well. How do you feel?
Well, that's just your Midwest wrestling for you, baby.
And who are all these people up here against this wall?
That'll be Straight Blast Gym, Advanced Electric, and my family from coming in all the way from Michigan. I love you guys.
Chris, outstanding job. We'd like to have you back here in the FCFF to compete again. Would you like to do that sometime?
Absolutely. I'll be in here all the time.
Fight fans, Straight Blast Gym's Chris Reed.